Hi there, and thank you for joining me for the second part of my Piggs Peake discovery. If you have missed the first video where I looked at the new wines from Piggs Peake and what to expect at their cellar door in the Hunter Valley, please go back and watch that one after you have caught up here. During my visit to Piggs Peake, winemaker Steve Langham took us through some of his wines and gave us the backstory on each of them. I don't know about you, but I love to know the backstories that go into making these wines, so I thought I would share them with you. I reckon I even have enough for a third video sometime down the track. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy it, and if you want to read my reviews on these wines, please visit Wine Musing. I've included the link below. I'd love to hear from you, so if you're already a member of Piggs Peake, Lucky Swines Club, or just a Piggs Peake fan, why don't you let me know in the comments section what your favourite Piggs Peake wine is. And if you'd like to keep up with what's new on Wine Musing TV, hit that subscribe button now. There are plenty more videos to come. Cheers!
We sometimes get lost in time. But if I've got the story right, this vineyard was planted in 1920 by Trudy's grandfather. And then when he went to the war in 44, Trudy's father Heck was 16 about then, and he took over running the vineyard. So he ran the vineyard from 1944 to 2014. And it's a 70-year working career on that property. And a lot of winemakers, working career might be 40 years. So a lot of winemakers started their career buying grapes off Heck and finished their career buying grapes off Heck. You kept going. So in the meantime, Trudy, his daughter, had moved back onto the property, and she was already a recognised viticulturalist in her own right, quite apart from obviously growing up on the vineyard. So Trudy's been running the property on her own now since 15 vintage. And as the vineyard is now approaching 100, we're getting these small batches of Semillons off them, which are really quite beautiful. The interesting thing about them is the wines are quite approachable. They have a fullness and a body that you get from the old vineyard. But then when we run them through the lab, the acid content of this wine is through the roof, but it doesn't actually present that way. So it presents as a wine that has a soft, approachable acidity, even though on paper it's huge. Yeah. Trevor's one of our main hunter growers, and he looks after several vineyards that we deal with. So this is a Shiraz that Trevor grew up and broke. A little bit of Viognier in there, just to lift the aromatics and smooth the colour. Effectively, it's 2017 Hunter Shiraz, which was not a bad year, 17. He grew Viognier for us in the past, and like a lot of Viognier growers, he ripped it out. That's one of the most problematic grapes to grow, and I think people tire of growing it, even if they like the wine. Tempranillo is from Rioja in Spain. I'm never quite sure. We talk about Tempranillos and the regions, but the biggest grape in Spain is Grenache. And I'm never sure if Grenache finds its way into the Tempranillo. We've got a 120-year-old Grenache vineyard, and I find myself every year putting some Grenache in the Tempranillo to lift the aromatics. It seems to work quite well. 18 vintage. So we've been dealing with the Zinfandel vineyard at Cargo Road in Orange since 2004, and I think the 18 vintage could be the best one we've produced. So this wine has got a mixture that's the Zinfandel from Cargo Road, and then 20% Shiraz from McLaren Vale in South Australia. And the Shiraz is giving some colour, some tannin. It's blending out the Amarone character we get from the shrivelled Zinfandel grapes, and it takes some of the sweetness off the palate, makes it a bit more savoury and a bit more grippy. So I think the two together work really well. This is the biggest of them. This is a wine called Deliverance. There's a scene in there, and one of the lines is, "Squeal like a pig for me, boy." So we thought we'd steal it. This is the biggest, the darkest, the strongest flavours. Yeah. This is a dessert Shiraz. So the wine has been made to go with chocolate desserts or desserts that have red fruit flavours. So in Australia we seem to accept quite readily that there's sparkling white and sparkling red, that there's sweet white, sweet red, all these things. And then we get to dessert wine and all of a sudden we only seem to think there's white dessert wine. And then we have a dessert menu which often revolves around the use of chocolate. And this makes no sense at all. So we started producing red dessert wines in 2004 and they marry up to chocolate and red fruit absolutely beautifully. It's McLaren Vale. Chocolate is a full flavour and Hunter Shirazes are a light to medium body. So to go with chocolate we need to go to McLaren Vale to get the depth.